it's your girl, NueNew the Hair Diva, and I'm back with you with my first tutorial video. This video was definitely requested by many of my friends here on the YT for me to recreate my birthday look. So as you know, I don't know how long this video is going to be, but if you really want to see it, I would definitely say please stay tuned because the video will be coming in after this intro. I just want to quickly say that I revamped it just a little bit. I went back to my original video and I looked at the shadows and I just said to myself, I know I could make this shadow look so much better, and that's what I did. During the tutorial you will see how I changed it, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Towards the end I will show you my face. Right now I just wanted to let you know that I did change some of the items. I still use the Stila in the No palette. This is what that palette looks like, and I really only use 3 colors out of this. It is this orange color here, the black, and the brown. On the opposite side, I use 1 color out of my Naked Basics palette, and it is this brown color here. As far as the main shadow, I still stuck to the Color Tattoo 24-hour Color Tattoo. It's 55 Barely Brazen. And this is what that color will look like for you. Everything else that I can think of pretty much stayed the same. Definitely look in the description bar below. I always put everything that I use in that description bar. I also have links to my playlist in case there are videos that you are looking for. Each video is under a specific playlist that is usually also in the title. And if you want to see this makeup recreation tutorial, please stay tuned. Alright, so let's get this eyeshadow look started. Thank you so much for wanting to stick through this particularly long video, but like I said in the intro, it definitely was a requested video. This is the eye look that we are going to be going for today, and it is my birthday eye look that I have done. This is what the shadow looks like, and I revamped it just a little bit because when I initially first did it, I wasn't rushing, but this time I had more time to blend a little better, and I just really think that this one looks a little better than the last eyeshadow look. So I completed this one eye, and we're going to do this eye here. I have already done my brows because it still takes me some time, but I have no foundation on. I will do that towards the end. First thing first is we're going to be using some tape, and we're going to tape out the outline of our eye. And I want the tape to pretty much start at the bottom and kind of go up towards my brow. A lot of us already know how to do this, but for my new subbies, this is how I like to do it. This also helps me get this nice perfect line that you see there. It just makes the eyeshadow look more clean. Second thing that we're going to be doing is I'm using a base, and it is my eyeshadow primer potion base. This is in the color, let's see, Eden. And I take a synthetic brush like this, and I put the eyeshadow base on my eyelid, and then I just use the brush to blend it in. There will be a little bit of music with this, but not too loud because I want you to be able to hear me. And then I just blend it. I do have a mirror below me in case you don't see me looking up the whole time. And I also go on to the tape, you know, just to make sure I have it blended towards the end. Then I take my finger and lightly kind of get that nice and smoothed out. And out of the corner of my eye if I need be. Let's see. Okay, so now that we have our eyeshadow primer on, the first thing that I do, real simple, I take pretty much a fluffy brush, and as you can see, it's a little tapered. And the shadows that I am using the Naked Basic shadow, only one color out of there. And let's see if I can show that to you. Naked Basic, and it is going to be this color here, which I believe is called Faint. We're going to be using Faint, and I only use just a tiny bit of that. And I kind of just take it over the top here to try to remove that white line from the primer potion. But I need that particular color so that my lid color can stand out. This particular brush is nice and fluffy, and it definitely blends that color out for me really quickly. The second color that we're going to dip into comes from the Stila in the Know palette, and we're going to be using this color here, which is called Fire. I dap my brush in there, and most people definitely tap off their brushes. I don't. I just go in and use all that color. So with that, we're going to be blending into our crease and upper lid. I do have a bit of a hooded eye, so I like to have it more on my eye, leaving just a little bit of room for my brow bone color. But in this particular tutorial, I left my brow bone color out because I didn't use it when I initially created this eyeshadow. Well, not the eyeshadow, but this eye look. As you can see, I really do love that color. And we just get that nicely blended. Now, I take that same brush after wiping it off on a towel, and with the In the Know palette, I dap it into this brown and black. One time in the black and then on the brown. And then I come out just on the end, brushing inward, not trying to cover the whole lid. And down on the eye. I definitely want it to be black, but I used the brown to kind of not make it too dark. And I'm just doing the outer third. I go back in with some more brown and just go over the top of that, making sure to blend it. And with blending, it's just pretty much taking a little bit more time to keep going over the same section so that the colors do blend in together and you can't quite tell where they start and stop. And so that is what the colors will look like so far. Now, to make sure that it is not a line of demarcation, I go back into Fire and I just go right over the top of that, just in the corners, to make sure that that black and brown that we did in the outer third definitely is blended out. And the tape helps you keep that clean line. And so this is what the eye will look like so far. Alrighty, now, next color that we are going to use is actually a pigment. It is a Maybelline Color Tattoo pigment. That color is 55 Barely Brazen. This is the top of the lid. And hopefully without spilling it, this is what that color looks like. I use a mixing medium, and it is the e.l.f. Let's see, the e.l.f. Lock and Seal. This is $3 and you can get it online. I also use a synthetic brush like this. I put one good drop of the mixing medium on the brush, and I pick up some of the pigment. It's going to be very wet, and then I apply it. And as you can see, you just want to stay within that 2/3 of your eye, the inner corner and the middle. If you have to, keep picking up some pigment and reapply till you get the vibrancy that you're looking for. When you come over towards the black and brown mixture, you want to lightly go over it, but you definitely see that I stopped at a certain point. And I'm just applying some more pigment just to make it a little brighter. And I'm coming down towards the lash line. Then I'll take a little bit and I go to the lower under eye. I'm sorry if I was out of frame. I go to the lower underline. And I will put some here. And that's what the eye is going to look like after doing that. Now you want to take a clear blending brush. And I have this. It's from BH Cosmetics. And with that, you just want the eye to dry maybe 30, 45 seconds. I usually put my hand on the tape. The tape helps me pull just taut a little bit. And then I want to go over the pigment that we just did and blend out that demarcation line. And you also want to blend it into the outer third perimeter. Definitely in the corner and the lower lash line. Don't blend too hard, but blend it until it looks soft and you can still see color on your eye. If you need to add any more, don't wet the brush again. Just apply some of the pigment dry. And I'm going to blend this outer part right here, kind of sweeping down just a little bit. And that's what the eye will look like so far. Just to make sure that I don't have like a line of demarcation across the top, I take my brush that I used in the beginning, I go into Fire once again, and then I just go back across the top of the whole eye, even coming into the corner. And that helps me blend out that second color. If I feel like I went over this darker color too much, I get a little more brown and just a little black and sweep inwards and down. This allows me to put more vibrancy back. And I'm pretty much done with the eye look. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a liquid liner, and this is where the tape helps you out a lot. I'm taking a Stila in the know, not in the know, a Stila liner. Probably have it upside down. But I'm gonna come across the tape. I'm looking down into a mirror. And where the black line starts, I'm going to just lightly draw down and across. I don't want the wing line to go all the way over, but I definitely want a point. So I make sure I have a point. I come over, and then I go across the bottom just a little bit in the lash line area. And the tape definitely makes sure I don't mess up the outer part of my eye. And that's what the wing line is gonna look like. Using the tape will definitely help you. I am taking a pencil brush. And for the lower lash line, I am taking Fire once again and applying that. With that same pencil brush, after wiping it off, I will go into my brown, and just to clean up this corner, I will apply the brown right here. Just to clean up the corners a little bit so it's not too glittery and it stays in place. Now I am taking my LA Girl Glide pencil, looks like this, in the color Champagne. And I'm just gonna go in the tear duct area and make it look like a beak. I noticed that most eyeshadows, they look like birds. So that is to brighten that up. Now, any makeup that you have gotten on your face here or there, don't worry about that. You will clean that up with your foundation. I'm going to pull off the tape. Make sure that you apply the tape to the back of your hand before you actually apply it to your face. It makes it easier. I pull it off, and as you can see, I have a nice clean line and wing line. And here is what my shadows look like. For mascara, I'm still using the Real Colors Whiplash mascara in Ultimate Black. So I applied that, and as you can see, it definitely makes my lashes black and stand out. It separates them. It makes the shadow look so much nicer. Over the top of that, before it dries, I'm using Stretch X. And this is just one coat of both. This is what those mascaras look like. And my shadow is done. I'm going to put my foundation on, and I will be right back. All right, I am back with the rest of my makeup put on. I applied foundation, blush, and highlight. I may not have used the exact same things that I used in the initial eyeshadow look, but I'm going to zoom in so that you can see what everything looks like once again. As always, my foundation, my brows. Here is the shadow look that we worked on today with the wing line. My mascara. I do have on blush and highlight, and my lips. Ta-da! All right. Thank you so much for requesting that I recreate my birthday makeup look. I didn't know what I actually wanted to do. I am a person who definitely loves blue, but I chose to do kind of what most people thought was a pink look, and it's really orange, black, and kind of cream. But I do love how it looks, and I appreciate you all for sticking with me through this video. If you want me to do any more tutorials, definitely leave that below. I would love to hear your thoughts on that. I'm taking baby steps because I know my videos are already long, but I definitely want to do more. I will say welcome to all the new positive supporters. Hey y'all, to all of my regular supporters. Hold on. Yeah. To all be blessed, wear your makeup, save your money, and NueNew will return in a few days with the next video. Bye.
No, no, no.